Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Beast, and today I am going to be talking about the new Brave weapons since all of them are out now, and I have a lot more friends into Destiny and are actually asking me about which roles they should be getting on these guns. I want to make a video for all my newer players and all my new friends to show you guys some of these roles and what you can get and what you should be going for. But before we start this, I would like to say, if you didn't know already, if you go to the Into the Light and then you go to Hall of Champions, Shax has a chest next to him dropping 1810 gear. 1810 is the maxed light level gear at the moment. So before we get started with any of this, just go to Shax and get that gear. It will help you a lot. So we will be starting off with Luna's Howl. Luna's Howl is one of my favorite weapons back when I first started playing Destiny. It still comes with Magnificent Howl. We're actually going to start off with the PvP side for Luna's. So I believe you should be going for Magnificent Howl and Eye of the Storm. Of course, barrels and mag perks, I believe, are subjective to the player. So if we're going strictly for PvP, we should go Eye of the Storm or Slide Shot with Magnificent Howl. Kill Clip could also work, but it's not like it's a 180 anymore. I feel like you wouldn't be doing yourself justice with Kill Clip when Magnificent Howl can 2-tap. So for PvP, for sure, is Eye of the Storm, Magnificent Howl, which I believe is the first. That should be the first row you get. You just I believe they give you high caliber rounds instead of ricocheted rounds, but that should be the first row you get. Now, for PvE, which is player versus enemy, I believe you should go with Incandescent Hill Clip. Now, I've been using this role for a very long time. It is a magnificent role. Like, again, barrel and mag perks are to the player. I don't really care about mag perks and barrel perks, but Incandescent Hill Clip is a really great combo. If you don't want to use Hill Clip, I say go for Subsistence, but I would really push going for Hill Clip. It's such a great perk, especially with Incandescent, because you're almost like you're not dying. But Luna's Howl is a really great weapon. If you guys want to see me use these guns, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will personally break down all these guns for you. The next gun we're going to be starting off with is the Blast Furnace. Now, I will say right now, if you are using a pulse rifle in PvE, do not. But if you really want to, I would say go for the Firefly Kinetic Trimmers roll. I do not recommend this at all. Please do not use pulse rifles in PvE. They need a buff. If you want to use this gun in PvP, I would recommend either Keep Away Kill Clip, Head Seeker Rapid Hit, or Head Seeker Kill Clip. It is a 4-burst pulse rifle, so you're guaranteed either going to miss one shot or you're going to hit one shot to the body. Kill Clip brings it up to, I believe, 38 per headshot, and Head Seeker brings it up to 36, I believe. I have to do more numbers on that. I played with both of these perks a little bit, but I didn't play with them together. It is a 2-bursting machine, and it still feels great. Rapid Hit, though, is just a great perk for you if you want to land those headshots with Head Seeker. It's going to work beautifully for you. I don't recommend Keep Away as much. I mean, it's a good perk, but you also have things like Zen Moment, so probably Zen Moment Kill Clip if you don't get Head Seeker. Oh, real quick, I would also like to say that shinies are cool. Don't get me wrong, shinies are cool. However, shinies are not like everything. They're just a cool version of the gun that gives a cool ornament, and you get a cool ornament and double perk columns, which is cool, but you don't really, I mean, just like a gun for like this one, I wouldn't be going for a shiny. I would be going for probably just something simple, and even like perks they don't even have highlighted, like Head Seeker Rampage. That would be a good roll. Perpetual Motion Kill Clip, Perpetual Motion Rampage, that would be a good roll. Kinetic Trimmers Rampage, I really like Rampage, if you guys couldn't tell. That would be a good roll. Head Seeker Frenzy, One for All is not a good perk for me at all, but we're going to be moving on for Midnight Coupe. Okay, so Midnight Coupe for me is I like Midnight Coop for PvE. I don't like Midnight Coop for PvP. It still feels inconsistent. However, there is a role I got for you guys for PvP. So we're going to start off with PvE, because I 100% think that Rampage is not being used as much as it should be. Firefly Rampage on Midnight Coop is the godliest hand cannon I ever had, and I'm putting that over Fatebringer. So I really like my Midnight Coop Firefly Rampage. If you didn't want Firefly Rampage, of course you'd go with Firefly Kinetic Tremors, which is great. Firefly Desperate Measures, great roll. Firefly One for All is a great roll too. And Firefly Frenzy gives you the extra reload speed. So you get reload speed with Frenzy, reload speed with Firefly. That is a great perk. If you want to go for PvP, I would recommend heavily Explosive Rounds, Zen Moment. I do not recommend Opening Shot, even though it's like a god tier perk for every weapon. I personally recommend Opening Shot on your snipers and not your hand cannons. Explosive Payload Rampage is the role I have, which I love. It goes well in 6v6s. The problem that I have with Midnight Coop is that it misses shots. It is not that consistent, at least not for me. I would rather use Luna's Howl or Not Forgotten, which is the hand cannon I have been using. So once again, for PvE, you will probably go with Firefly Frenzy, Firefly Rampage, Firefly Kinetic Tremors, Firefly Desperate Measures, Firefly One for All. I think every other perk besides Firefly and Explosive Payload is fodder. Please do not. I mean, none of these are really good. And for PvP, I would go with Explosive Payload, Zen Moment, Explosive Payload, Rampage, and Explosive Payload, Desperate Measures. And if you have no other choice, I would say go for Explosive Payload, Opening Shot, or Explosive Payload Frenzy. Okay, so now we are going to go to the mountaintop, and I'm sorry if I'm going through these really quickly. I do want to get this video as fast as possible. I'm recording this on Sunday. So, I'm going over mountaintop. People are using mountaintop for boss damage. I don't get that. I think mountaintop is a really good crowd control weapon. So, this is probably the only time I will ever talk about mag options. Me personally, I do not care for spike grenades. They nerf the damage, and it's only like, it's a little bit. They're saying it increases the damage by 12%. I think it's lower than that. But I personally am going to go with sticky nades. Sticky nades on my mountaintop is almost a must. Sticky nades, if you could go with sticky nades, spike grenades on one roll, that will be a perfect roll. But I unfortunately got sticky grenades, high velocity rounds. But I don't really care. But sticky grenades on your mountaintop is amazing. So first of all, just please make sure you get a sticky nades mountaintop. It's so good. So we're gonna go with the perks now. If you strictly want to use mountaintop for boss damage for like a bait and switch scenario, of course you're gonna go with auto-loading holsters, Vorpal, right? However, if you want to use mountaintop as your main boss damage, you would go with Impulse Amplifier and Frenzy. These two perks will give you an enhanced reload speed. You put that with the Warlock, and you'll just get super fast reload speed almost instantly. You also go with auto-loading holster, Frenzy as well. I also like Lead from Gold because it's just free ammo, so I always like Lead for Gold. If you want to go for an ad clearing build, Frenzy Demolitionist, Adrenaline Junkie is always good. I will recommend One for All on a grenade launcher because it's pretty good. Recombination can also be good on mountaintop, but if you're going strictly for PvP, I would say Impulse Amplifier Harmony, because I believe Harmony allows you to get that one-tap kill if you get a kill with your primary, and most likely you are going to be shooting your grenade launcher and then fast swapping to your primary anyway to get the one-tap kill, and then you go back to Impulse Amplifier, which gets you that reload speed, and now Harmony is probably I think you might get that one-tap kill. So mountaintop is a really good weapon for just fast damage, like almost wiping out any boss. So if you haven't tried out mountaintop yet, please try it. We're going to go to Recluse. Recluse is back, and it is a monster. It has some crazy perks. So I wouldn't Okay, we're going to start off with PvP. I wouldn't recommend target lock. Target lock has been nerfed, and we are in a kind of a flinch battle meta right now. So whoever can put out the most flinch wins. Master of Arms is a good perk, but I do not see Recluse a lot in Crucible. So I mean, it might, they had to nerf it. So it might be doing crazy numbers, but honestly, Desperate Measures might be a little bit better. For another PvP role, we could do Dynamic Sway and Target, tap the trigger. I said Target Lock. Dynamic Sway, tap the trigger. Dynamic Sway, Master of Arms. Dynamic Sway, Desperate Measures. Right. For PvP, I would recommend Stabilizing Rounds, Repulsive Brace, and that's it. The fact that you can keep up your overshield on any subclass is beautiful. The fact that you're causing massive explosions on ad clear is amazing, and you're not dead. You're not dying. I could say Stabilizing Rounds is subsistence, but I just feel like the combination of the Stabilizing Rounds, Repulsive Brace is just too nasty to just like put under the table, right? That's kind of it. I don't really recommend anything else for Recluse. I think Recluse is probably the only weapon that can just, I don't know. It's like, it's a good weapon, but you're not going to be using Recluse over Immortal or any other submachine gun. I personally don't think. I won't be. We're going to go head over to Hammerhead. Before we start, just say do not use Hammerhead for DPS. It is not a DPS weapon, it's an ad clearing weapon. So for Crucible, we can go with in high impact reserves, since you're not getting that much ammo. You can also go with Onslaught. You can also go with Desperate Measures. Tap the trigger is also really good. You can also get a Rampage on the third column too. So we can also go with things like Rampage, high impact reserves. You're going to be doing crazy damage, right? That's kind of it. I mean, it's a machine gun in Crucible. You don't really have to like think outside the box, right? You could probably use your PvE a machine gun in Crucible, right? So for PvE, I believe if you're now, for whatever reason you're deciding to do this to yourself, if you want to do damage with this gun, I would recommend Rewind Rounds and Target Lock. For whatever reason you're just like, yeah, I want to do damage with my machine gun instead of using Thunderlord, which you got for free if you followed the steps I told you at the beginning of the video. However, you can also get Rampage, Killing Tally for double damage perks. Stabilizing Rounds, Killing Tally, Destabilizing Rounds, Desperate Measures, Envious Assassin, Target Lock. It's a machine gun. Like honestly, you could go for any one of these and it will still be good. Probably 4th times the charm Target Lock. I mean, Rampage, Surrounded. It's a machine gun. Just honestly, you get the machine gun. You like the machine gun. What do you think it's missing from it? Probably more ammo, right? Probably it's not giving enough damage. Okay, I'm gonna go for Killing Tally. If it's not shooting fast enough, okay, I'm gonna go for Onslaught. I feel like this is kind of the perfect preference for me. I'm probably going to go for a 4th time the charms Target Lock, because why not? And a Rewind Rounds Onslaught, because I'm going to be killing ads with this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. For the next one, we have Hung Jury for the 3rd time, I believe. It's Hung Jury. The best role for me, honestly, I got the God role, which is Kinetic Tremors, Firefly, which beautiful. PvE, I mean, come on now. PvP, Rapid Hit, Explosive Payload, Rapid Hit, Box Breathing, and that's kind of all I see. Cascade, Rapid Hit. It's Hung Jury. I mean, if you never tried a box breathing Hung Jury, please try it. It is beautiful, and the enemy team will not know what happened. They will just get erased. But if you are going for PvE, which I recommend you, I would say Kinetic Tremors, Firefly. They're way better 180s in PvP. Way better. Just like the original Hung Jury that you can still get from strikes. But if you really want to, rapid hit, explosive payload. I do not recommend rerun rounds. Probably go with rapid hit, precision instrument too, but I don't think that's gonna change any kill values in PvP. We are going to go to the succession next. I'll scroll down a little bit. We have a really good sniper here. I have discovered the secret god roll for succession that gives you infinite ammo. So I'm going to talk about that one first. All right, so the first role I want to be talking about is Discord and redirection. So Discord, when you get a kill with another weapon and you swap to this one, final blows with this weapon gives your ammo right back to your mag, right? So redirection is when you kill lower ranked enemies, it gives a stat buff. So when you shoot a higher ranked enemy, that stat buff goes into that one shot. And I think this stacks up to 5, if I'm not right. So the game plan is you get a kill with your primary, you switch to your sniper, you pick off all the small ads, and then when you see that one big guy that decided to peek his head, you will shoot him and he will almost one tap him. So that's a really good role that people are like. I've seen 2 people talk about it so far. Another good role for just sniper damage would be Reconstruction and Vorpal, Reconstruction, Firing Line, Reconstruction, Focus Fury, right? I don't recommend box breathing on any sniper in general. We also have the moving target snapshot, but let me see the range. This is a 50 zoom sniper. I don't recommend sniping in Crucible with a 50 zoom sniper. You won't see anything. If you are sniping in Crucible, I do recommend no distractions. However, I'm starting to realize that focusing on flinch isn't a good idea. So once again, if you want to use it for boss damage, Reconstruction, Vorpal, Reconstruction, Firing Line, Reconstruction, Focus Fury. If you wanted to do it to kill that one big guy, Discord, Redirection. Succession is still a very good sniper. Do not sleep on Succession, it's really good. So we're going to be looking at Forbearance now. Forbearance is getting nerfed, and that's how I'm going to start off this section, because Forbearance is getting nerfed. Also, do not use Forbearance in Crucible. It is not worth it. Forbearance is wave grenade launchers in Crucible are not worth it. If you want to use a wave grenade launcher in Crucible, use the exotic one. So I'm not going to give you a Crucible roll because there's no point. The roll that you want to get on your Forbearance though is Chain Reaction, Ambitious Assassin. That is it. There is no other perk combination that you should be worrying about here. If you are worrying about the nerf, then I would probably one for all, stats for all type roll so you could get your. There's nothing here. That is the roll. There is nothing else here for you. I am sorry to tell you. Ambitious Assassin, Ambitious Assassin, but you can't say that 3 times fast. And Chain Reaction. That is the roll. Stop looking. LC's rifle is a great PvP rifle. That is what I'm actually going to start off with, because I have never felt in love with a PvP rifle like this one before. This is a 340, which is the 2 burst pulse rifles. This gun is beautiful. Gonna start off with PvP. You can go Zen Moment, Head Seeker, and you will. It's a blissful combination. If you can miss one shot with your Zen Moment as a body shot and then hit the last 2 as a head, you will still get the kill. Someone's probably gonna say like, well, no, it's not. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, because I was still getting the kills. So, Zen Moment, Head Seeker, and if that's not working for you, Zen Moment, Kill Clip. These 2 perks are beautiful. And if Zen Moment isn't working for you, go for Keep Away. Keep Away is going to give you all that range and reload speed and all the accuracy that you need. Like, this gun is beautiful. I personally believe this is over the Messenger. Now, once again, I do not recommend using a pulse rifle in PvE, but if you must, I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the destabilizing rounds and repulsive brace, and that's kind of it. I truly do not recommend a PvE pulse rifle, especially not a 340. So please, for the love of God, try a head seeker Zen moment roll, or a head seeker keep away roll, or a keep away kill clip roll. This gun is beautiful. Alright guys, the next weapon we're going to talk about is the best weapon in the game, is Edge Transit. And that's not a joke. Edge Transit is actually putting out some of the craziest numbers that I've ever seen. So the role that you want for your Edge Transit is Cascade Point, Envious Assassin, and Explosive Light. You do want your Edge Transit as a shiny. If you can't get a shiny Edge Transit, I would recommend Deconstruction and Auto Loading Holster. Now, I know it's not highlighted here, but I was doing Pantheon last week, and this is the role that carried me through Pantheon. Deconstruction gives you more ammo the more shots you land. Auto Loading Holster will reload the gun when Deconstruction is finally out, and you can switch to your secondary and do more damage. Now, the reason why you want the Envious Assassin, Cascade Point, and Explosive Light, because when you start off, you want to have Envious Assassin on, and then once you've fully maxed out your Envious Assassin proc, you're going to switch it to Cascade Point. You're going to get a couple of headshots with Cascade Point, and then you're going to switch, and then you're going to shoot your rocket launcher, not your rocket launcher, your grenade launcher, I'm sorry, and it's going to shoot really fast. You're going to blow your load with the Explosive Light buff. You can also switch out Explosive Light with Frenzy. That is also a really good perk. If you're also doing this build, this Envious Assassin Cascade Point, you can also use Bait and Switch. All of these perks are good. Do not use full core. Do not until they buff full core. Do not even think about getting a full core roll. Adrenaline Junkie could be okay, but you're not going to be doing that for boss damage. Frenzy, of course, you're always going to have Frenzy up in PvE. If you're looking for a PvP God roll grenade launcher, I would recommend Chain Reaction, Destabilizing Rounds, Chain Reaction, Frenzy, anything with Chain Reaction. I see we also have a Repulsive Brace, Destabilizing Rounds. I would not recommend that unless you're for some reason clearing ads with a grenade launcher. You should be clearing ads with a machine gun if you're using heavy weapons. But of course, like I said, Auto Holster, Deconstruction, Cascade, Envious Assassin, Explosive Light. Cascade, Envious Assassin, Bait and Switch. Cascade, Envious Assassin, Frenzy. These are the roles that you want to be looking for. And our last weapon is the Falling Guillotine, which is the best sword in the game right now. Of course, we have ad clearing perks, PvP perks, and PvE perks. So right off the rip, if you're using this sword for damage, the first top roll is going to be Frenzy Surrounded. Frenzy will always be procced. Surrounded will be procced as long as you're close by 3 enemies. So you're getting a huge bump into your damage by being active. If you cannot proc Frenzy for whatever reason, use Vorpal. If you can't proc Surrounded, use Bait and Switch. I don't recommend Bait and Switch though. If you're using this in Crucible, we do have, where is it? I've seen it. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have Eager Edge. Now, Eager Edge Chain Reaction, I'm not sure about that. You're kind of killing yourself at that point. But if you want to use a certain Crucible, you do have Eager Edge Vorpal, Eager Edge Chain Reaction, Eager Edge Frenzy. It's just an all-around good sword. I believe this is doing more damage than Bequest, which if you don't know what Bequest is, it is the Deepstone Crypt sword that was doing the most damage on Crota. So it should be doing more damage on Crota than Bequest because it has both Surrounded and Frenzy. So that is all the weapons. I don't believe I forgot one. No, that's all of them. So yep, that is all of the weapons. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment down below if you guys have any questions. Once again, don't forget to go get your gear from Shacks, and you have a great day. Peace out.